everybody, it's Levi Clay, and we're back again for another Guitar Souls 20 questions with Kendo, Mike from Party Cannon, Lyle Watt, Wild Lyle, Mild Lyle, Well-Styled Lyle, and myself, Levi Clay, and the lovely little Teddy. So, 20 questions. Lyle, do you want to kick it off?
No.
Mike?
You're a waster. Solo act or playing a band?
Both. Though definitely more known for the band.
Okay. Are they pre-1990?
Yes.
They are.
Yes.
Okay. So
Just.
solo
The
and
rise to fame was in the 90s.
rise to fame in the 90s.
Yeah.
So didn't have any. Okay, somebody else's question.
I mean, I can help you out by saying first album was 89, so basically 90s.
They're a rock act.
It's a bit like progressive rock.
Okay.
Are they from the UK?
No.
Is it a man?
He's a man.
Oh, good.
It's not Jennifer Batten.
Oh, damn it!
Do they have a Music Man signature guitar?
They do. I think
Ah.
I was onto it.
Mm-hmm. Can't quite cut out who it is, but do they have a knob that melts the faces of people that listen?
Depending on who makes the YouTube videos.
Right, yep,
I
okay.
believe they are famous for having some pretty funny YouTube videos.
Okay, I've got a question. Does the band title have something in it that you would experience while sleeping?
Yes,
It does. Well, then that guitar player is John Petrucci.
it is John Petrucci. It seemed like such an obvious one to do. But an interesting one to talk about, right? John Petrucci.
Yep,
What are your thoughts on John Petrucci?
I think he's kind of Marmite, isn't he?
Yeah, fan?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Find a lot he's playing very robotic,
Yeah.
but when he gets it right, he gets it right.
Yep.
I've got a Dream Theater tattoo on my arm.
Beautiful.
It's really tragic. Like Dream Theater were like my favourite band ever for a long time, and then one day I just stopped caring.
Is that when the last album came out?
No, it was
That would be about 4 albums before
Dramatic Turn of Events.
My brother was telling me about the last
run-up
album.
to
It's like
Dramatic
7.5 hours long, and there's like a website that's dedicated to tell you about all the characters. It's like, it's just a bit too much.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit too much.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, it was John Petrucci's idea.
Yeah.
I mean, is it just me that thinks that Dream Theater might have taken a turn for the worse when Portnoy left?
No, they took a turn for the worse before that. They took a turn for the
John
worse
Ross
left.
round about the time of Octavarium.
I thought you were going to say round about the time they formed.
No, I'm not on my usual level of being a dick with it.
Yeah.
I liked Dream Theater. Like, I was a massive Dream Theater fan.
Okay.
And I still love Images and Words Awake and Octavarium.
I absolutely love Awake.
What's the mad 42-minute long one? 6
Like
Degrees
Change
in
of
the
Seasons
Turbulence.
and Turbulence.
Change of Seasons is great. I love but everything up till about Octavarium, really. And
Okay.
that's when it all started to go.
So hang on, is that you did like Octavarium or?
I did like
Okay,
Octavarium.
yeah, Octavarium's a masterpiece.
And then after that, it just sort of was like, no.
Yeah.
No. Fucked it.
I think, for John Petrucci and Dream Theater as a whole, I think when we talk about accolades and what they've done and all the rest of it, is music fine, totally fine. I think the subculture that got born off of it. So, for instance, like the 10-year-old or maybe 15 to 18, 20-year-old has listened to Dream Theater once in their life before now they're now this progressive metal legend people. That it's a strange subculture now. They're all prog guys because they've listened to 3 Dream Theater albums back to back. That's the annoying part of it for me. It's like I can deal with obviously Petrucci. I like his stuff, but it's just more the kind of. And I'm tapping into something that's probably a bit.
But-
people are going to say, "You prog hater."
Yeah.
What are you playing that?
Isn't that the thing? Aren't you picking on the wrong band there? Aren't the band you're talking about the Born of Osiris bands, whereby you see all these memes on Facebook and it's like how prog is so like mind altering. You know, all these like people spaced out with like galaxies in the background, and they're just this idea that if superior minds listen to prog music, that if you actually sat them down and put on Images and Words for a lot of them, fucking hate it. Put on a Yes album for hate it. Rush album, absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Aye, anything good. Hate it.
Just need some Jethro Tull in your life. That's all you need.
Yeah, but I definitely think
Everybody
that
needs a
bassist, though,
Guthrie Govan lookalike jumping about on one leg playing a flute.
yeah.
Everybody needs that in their life.
But it does seem to be born out of that kind of my initial kind of prog, my gateway, if you like, was I listened to a Dream Theater album, I listened to John Petrucci, and then before you know it, I'm now on the, I wear tweed jackets and I'm above you now level.
Yeah.
Dream Theater again.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I don't listen to music. It's
Yes.
in 4/4.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. What kind of song length is this? 3 minutes? Terrible. Yeah.
So the other big thing with John Petrucci, who remembers the big change from the Ibanez to the Music Man? Thoughts?
It's slightly before my time.
I remember it.
I would have been about 5 when that happened.
Wild child Lyle. Child Lyle what? Yeah.
Oh, so
I
many
don't-
negative
it's-
I don't
connotations.
think
Yeah.
anything really changed when that happened. It was like when he stopped being skinny. That was when the change happened. It was when he started
Game
becoming
days.
like it was like
I remember
it was like
that.
arm gains but guitar loss.
I remember getting G3 live in Tokyo and watching the DVD and turning to whoever I was watching it and going, Jesus, John Petrucci got fat. Because at the time I thought he looked that way, and then like a year later I was like, oh my god, he's turned into a bear. What? He looks, but it doesn't look good on him anymore, does it?
It's like
Because he's got the grey beard.
the
and
G3 DVD was about the point where it was like, right, he's clearly trying to build up the muscles, but he's forgotten that he's supposed to work off the 3 pizzas. I can't say anything fucking.
Yeah.
But that's a good point.
We
Does
just hate
anybody
it.
have John Petrucci's solo album?
Yes, Suspended Animation.
Do you like it?
No. It's got moments on it. Wait, there's
Do you like it?
two, isn't there? There's
Very
Suspended
conclusive.
Animation, and then there's the 3. He did the Necronomicon thing, which is
Yeah.
hard to find.
Yeah, okay,
And
but,
then he did the Evening with Jordan Rudess.
yeah, but that's not
Again.
really
Not very good.
okay. I'm thinking of the John Petrucci albums.
Yeah.
That's
I just don't think he's a good improviser, and
he's not, but there's not really any of it.
he's one of the best composers. But isn't that the problem when you put him on like the G3 thing and there's the improvising thing, and it always felt for me like I could go over there and get Dream Theater Live at Budokan on Blu-ray and put it on. Love it, absolutely love it. But when he has his solo spot, and it just feels so right. Here's exercise 2, and now here's exercise 6.
My thing with John Petrucci nowadays is I'm always waiting for that fucking shit that happens somewhere in a solo. I'm always waiting for that because the score DVD, the one with the orchestra, is brilliant, and the spirit carries on. The playing in that is fucking stunning. It's incredible, but I'm still waiting for at some point, and it does happen. I'm waiting for the bit where he goes fucking. It's like a fucking.
That's what I feel about Martin Miller's solos. I'm allowed to tease him. He's one of my best friends. That's what we're saying, Martin. Enough for the Petrucci. You're so damn good. Stop with the Petrucci thing. But that being said, surely that's a compliment to Petrucci in that we say he's robotic and all of that, but he's got a sound and he's got a style, and credit where credit is due. He's also got some technical skills that other players just don't exhibit. Like you think of the Glass Prison arpeggios, which are alternate picks. That's ridiculous.
He's mechanical, but it's to his better.
Yeah.
So it's where he just absolutely destroys other people at times.
But the problem with that is that his playing does sometimes sound mechanical.
Aye.
It sounds like you say, it sounds occasionally a little bit. Exercise. Here's exercise 1. Here's exercise 2. Here's exercise 3. Oh look, now I've got a John 5 album.
So let's close this up with a little Petrucci anecdote then, which will give you an idea of his humility though as a person. So you might have seen recently Richie Kotzen had a bit of a problem with a Lick Library DVD that was in the style of.
Did he?
Yeah, so Petrucci, when he saw Lick Library had quick licks of John Petrucci, he bought a copy of it, and he then contacted Andy James and said, "Do you have a tab for this?
Wow.
How did you do this? How did you play that? And how have you done that?" And credit where credit is due. Andy is an absolute monster. There's some stuff on that quick licks John Petrucci thing that I don't think is very John Petrucci, right? Maybe I'm going fucking nuts because I know the story, but I am absolutely fucking convinced that on a dramatic turn of events on that album, the stuff that he learnt from that Andy James playing the style of drum position made its way on there.
Aye, I'm going to use this DVD
That's
of myself.
That's humility. That's awesome. So credit.
Well, I was
where
going to
credit's
add to
due.
that. I was going to add to
Exactly.
that. I'm not. You know, I know more kind of drum producer through more Dream Theatre and the actual music. I've seen them live and they were good. Many years ago, I think Donington kind of festival. I seen them live. They're playing quite well. I think Portnoy was still in the band when I seen them, which was good. But what I did see recently was he went onto Reddit and he was kind of like answering and questioning, and it wasn't just the kind of like a fan service. I'm such and such, come speak to me, and not really. But he was really getting into the nitty gritty and helping people out and being very humorous. And so I think when you hear that side of the guy, you know, and I got nothing but admiration for him really, because he does his thing, he does it well, and you know, good play to him. And I know he said about his robotic thing, but that kind of goes well with the music he does. He's got very spacey, very kind of science fiction style kind of music. So does that fit in with what he does? Probably does. You know,
It does work most of the time, and yeah, I've got a lot of respect for the guy despite my slagging him.
Good. So respect all round for John Petrucci. We all like John Petrucci. Who doesn't? Maybe you're one of those people who doesn't. If you don't like John Petrucci,
It's YouTube. Somebody's not going to not
Exactly.
fucking like him.
not nearly as much as they don't like us.
Oh no.
We are the guitar solos.
It's-
Yeah. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think of John Petrucci. Let us know if you managed to get the artist as fast as these guys managed to get it. It was a bit of an obvious one. And of course, make suggestions for other artists that you'd like to see on the 20 questions in future. Get us talking about. And we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.